Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in today to the Making 'em Think podcast. We apologize for the late start. We are ready to get the ball rolling and starting to grab this topic that I felt so very necessary to discuss from a previous incident that I had. And from this incident that I had, I met some beautiful women. I met some really, really beautiful women. Today, my guest host is going to be one of those women, and her name is Toya. Yes. Toya is founder and CEO of Western 3 Boutique, and Facebook is Tiff Johnson, yes. And Instagram is
Western 3's Boutique.
Western's 3's Boutique.
Yes.
I had a chance to visit the site on Instagram, and yes, baby, you do have a customer. I will be there going forward. I promise you.
Thank you. Yes.
I promise you. Today's topic is going to be women and incarceration, and
yes.
I just wanted to base that on the experience that we had from when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was something.
We all had
Yeah, it was one heck of an experience.
It really was. It really, really was. And again, like I said, I met some beautiful women there. There was another young lady, Indigo Lawson, who was supposed to come on. Unfortunately, an unforeseen incident, caused her not to be able to join us. But I just wanted to inform that she was one of the young ladies that we met there, and
yes.
A beautiful energy. Yeah. She really, really was.
Yeah, she really had a very peaceful energy to her.
Yeah, she really did. And one of the reason I wanted to have this discussion, don't get me wrong, it's going to go in several different directions based on everything that we learned about people in there, the treatment by the COs, if you will, and the food, and and basically for us as women to really, really think, before we make.
Yeah, before we make
certain,
those
but that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
because
it can really just throw everything off and just put you in a spot,
place
that just isn't good,
and could really alter your life.
Yeah, forever.
It really could.
You're right.
Because there are certain young ladies that we met in there and are now in life altering
situations.
That's
and
it.
They were kind of pillars of our neighborhoods, of our communities, and different things of that nature.
Yeah, and I really wanted to mention her. Nova.
Nova. Her case is really special.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And then when I came home, I wanted to go on her page, and look at some of the things that she had been doing. And the main reason I wanted to look on her page and see some of the things that she had been doing was to see how they couldn't take that into consideration.
Yeah. And that's really something. They just threw it in the garbage. They said, we don't care what you've done for your people, for your community, whatsoever. It does not matter. We just caring about what this moment is.
Yes,
and
exactly.
And that's really ridiculous.
It really was.
You can't judge her life off of one moment.
That's
moment
it.
that she had to protect herself.
That's it.
That's it.
So not to take that into consideration that she was, and it was against a man.
Yeah.
With
a weapon.
Now, somebody on the outside, I don't mean to interrupt the conversation, but like from the outside listening in, what exactly is the story with this
Well,
sister?
she had an issue with a neighbor. I guess he came over trying to take her garbage can. And she tried to tell him to stop. She came outside and she told him to stop, put my garbage can back. And however the situation happened, they came face to face and he had a gun to her head. And she said she had her gun on her hip. She does carry, she has her license and everything. But she said if she had a reach for it, he would have shot her in the head. So she kind of like downplayed like everything he was saying, she just, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying, to get him to get the gun away from her head. Once he got the gun away from her head, he started shooting at her, but now she had the advantage to be able to grab her gun and shoot back. So they're literally shooting at each other. He's shooting at her like it's the Wild Wild West. And she shot him unbeknownst to herself. She did not know she had shot him. But he went and ran and threw his gun somewhere to where the police couldn't find it and went on his porch and died. So basically,
isn't that something?
Yeah. And it happened a very long time ago to the point where police let her go. They told her that she was in just for what she did. It was self-defense.
So y'all were behind bars with this sister?
Yeah.
So this happened. So this happened here.
Yeah, they came back and got her.
Yeah, and see, this happened in January.
Of what year?
This year. They let her go.
Yeah, they let her go. They told her everything was justified. It was self-defense. They let her go.
We're not gonna
because his family was pushing, they rearrested her, and now they're charging her with second degree murder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for defending herself.
For defending herself.
All because of a dead man's family pushing when he was the one in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was the one in the wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really something.
It's really something.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta give me some more information about this.
Her name is Nova. She's a community activist. She does a lot of things for her people
in the community, and her name is Nova L. Her Facebook name is Nova ELLE. She's an artist. Yeah. She's a rap artist. She sings. She's a pillar in her community. She has a podcast show. An awesome young lady. Has 2 little boys.
Yeah, small
very
children.
Respectable young boys. I mean, you would really, really think that they would have just when this first happened. Though.
Yeah,
you know, when it first happened, they would have looked into it. I mean, gave her in-depth background. Exactly. I'm sure, they made the first decision that they wanted. You're okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're okay. We look at this as self-defense. And then another thing that we're leaving out, Mark, is remember she had to go to the hospital from having seizures.
She had 3 seizures.
She was having seizures. Sure did. She had 3 seizures from the shock of the incident that happened. And we're also leaving out one other thing. Remember, he broke her jaw.
Yes, that's right. He did. He broke her jaw. He surely did. Yeah, he did punch her. Yep.
Yeah. And
at the time where
all of this was happening.
All of this stuff was happening. Yeah, he broke her jaw.
He broke her jaw.
Sure did.
And this happened in January this year.
Yeah.
Last year, 20.
Oh, last year, 20.
I'm sorry. 2022. I'm sorry, the beginning.
Yeah. And then she said that she was just in Dearborn. Coming, I forgot where she said she was coming from, but she had her sister's car. She was driving down Ford Road, and Dearborn just swooped in on her
like she didn't
a
really
terrorist,
like she really
had
a murderer.
guns on her and everything. Get out, and the next thing you know,
they telling her we're taking you in for second-degree
murder. You're wanted,
and they're like, she's like, what? How am I wanted when I've been at home this whole time?
Yeah. Yeah, and
never
then I
went
even
anywhere.
tried to reach out to you guys just to make sure that everything was okay.
It happened in Detroit, but Dearborn swooped up on her?
Yeah, she was in Dearborn.
Yeah, she was in Dearborn somehow.
Dearborn knew where she was.
Yep.
They knew where she was. And she was just driving down Ford Road. I think she said she was near Ford Road, near Southfield, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
And they just swooped
traffic
down
stop
on her.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, you're like a lot of the stories. Again, like as we found out, some of them were, you know.
Yeah.
But
hers is solid.
Hers was solid.
Hers is solid.
It really, really was. Yep. Yeah. And like she said, she wasn't running. She wasn't doing anything. Just driving.
Yeah.
You know. And I've already been informed. I'm advised it's been dismissed. It was considered self-defense. And
Yep. And
again, in an instant, a blink of an eye, being even involved in that kind of situation, you know, for the neighbor, maybe, and I'm not saying anything about it against her. Maybe if we would have just said, take the garbage can.
Yeah.
Take the garbage can. You know, and it was like, in my experience being in there, Mark, it was more so like, aside from us, we had a ball. Like we had a ball really in there. I mean, we really helped that time connected. Oh my goodness,
we really
the support
did.
And to
really,
be women.
And
to be women.
We really did come together in there, and we really helped
each other with that time. That we really did. A lot of crying. A lot of hugging. A lot of and even in that instant, in all that, seeing us in our humanity. Did not matter. I mean, you get up. At a certain time, remember, you get up, get these
mats. We have the mats. mats. We had to get those
these
mats
cushiony mats. They would come in at
Yeah.
like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You know, get these
Yeah.
mats, get
And
up. It
get
wasn't
up.
no give me 5 minutes, give me
No,
10
none of
minutes.
that.
It wasn't
Let's go.
any
Now.
questions you had to ask. Hopefully you had the correct CO, you
That-
know,
that
who
was really
wanted
nice
to. That's
enough to
it.
just talk to you and show you respect.
Yeah, that's it. And then you know what? The thing about that is we weren't even convicted. Let's
Right,
say that
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
we
waiting
were
to
waiting
see,
to
and
be
but we were
convicted.
treated
And they
as
treat
if
you
we were
as if you were
convicts. They
convicts.
really,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
really do. They did not care. The food, horrible. It's like, come on now, like people with health issues
Yeah.
would die in there.
they didn't care
with the food
They
that
didn't
they're
care. Look how they
giving.
treated the pregnant women.
Yeah, pregnant women, they did not
Diane,
care.
that's what I wanted. The reason I wanted Indigo on too. She's diabetic, and the way they
that's-
treated her.
Yeah, her sugar was going up and down, up and down. We after you came, another lady came in, and she had heart problems, and she needed heart medication, and they were playing around with her heart medication. Like literally telling her, oh well, they said that they didn't have this here and there. We called they called a pharmacy called Happy. What pharmacy do you know that's named Happy? You know what I'm saying? It was like, come on now, y'all playing games with this woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she was really like, by the time they did her blood pressure, it was sky high.
Yeah.
It was over the roof. Like it just didn't make any sense.
And that's my point for saying, like, you don't have an identity.
yeah, you don't.
You know
You're
what
just
I'm
a
saying?
number
and
in
in
there.
situations like that, they probably result in so many people that we hear about dying.
Yeah,
Right. And like we were
Yep.
just. Oh my God! I hate that I can't remember her name. It was just like last year, man. In Harper Woods, there was a sister
lady that died in
in the police custody.
Oh, in the
Sure
yeah,
did.
yeah, and
yeah.
then you know what, Mark? Now, from my even just that little small experience that I had, I can see how that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
They
what I'm
don't
saying. That's what I'm saying.
care.
You know,
They
and,
don't
you know,
give
people can have
two
underlying
damn.
health conditions like that, or even sometimes there are people they don't even know, and just the stress of being in there causes them to have some
That's
type
it.
of heart attack
That's
or something like
it.
that. And it's like, oh
That's
well,
it.
they died in the cell. I don't know how
That happened because the young lady, Courtney, remember Courtney? How
Yeah.
she was hyperventilating when she found out that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the young man pressed charge. Remember when she
Yeah,
found
yeah,
that she found
yeah.
out she had a court date.
Yeah, that's
and that
what it
kind of made
was.
it official
So
that he was pressing
charges,
charges.
and she panicked. Just
Oh, and was hyperventilating,
Yes.
and they were looking at it like, "Oh, she gonna be okay."
like,
she,
oh, it's
no.
all right. They sit there, they have a camera watching us 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They can see that it's something wrong with people. They don't give a damn.
And
they
then-
don't care.
And then another thing too, again, that experience too, even for women CEOs, when it came to the women who were on their menstrual, you women are acting as if you no longer can relate to
a
the
woman.
A
yeah.
woman.
They didn't barely want to give you pads. They don't
They-
want to let you wash yourself.
They didn't-
to keep yourself sanitary.
Wasn't that something?
It's really something.
It was like
we
a
literally had to
complaint.
wash up with pads. We had to
Wasn't
take a
that something?
sanitary napkin, put it together. You know what I'm saying? And take these Tide Pods that they gave us that was actually soap for your body, but it looked like soap for the washing machine. And you had to bust it and hope you ain't put your eye out or
and
anything
then
of that
put
nature.
directly
Put
on
it
your
directly
private
on your private
area.
area. Like it was just really
Yeah,
sickening.
Yep, with no, and then like for me, my body is so sensitive. I'm talking about I could bump into something.
I'm
and,
still
oh, my
suffering
God.
from in there. Like my lips, from the drinking the water, my lips dried out so bad. My skin, from using that stuff, from trying to keep yourself together. Like
Yeah.
it threw off my pH balance.
Yeah,
like, it's
everything.
just-
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just it's too much.
yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, and the one thing I really wanted to focus on too is how you are no longer your own. You know what I'm saying? You,
are-
really
you are an
belong to
item.
the.
Yeah,
You
you do.
are.
You are an item.
The only thing
Seriously.
aside from the convicts that actually get convicted and go in there, and the difference between us, just from those time we were in there, we still had our names, and they become a number.
Yes.
But aside, as far as the treatment and the
Horrible.
it was horrible.
They even had a lady. They were Indigo when they were getting ready to let her go. The lady got mad because she didn't have a shirt on up under the thing. I
Yeah,
say,
and
well,
no, and this was the thing too when we were leaving out and Indigo, and like I said, the bond we made, and I promise you on All I Live On, this is exactly what I said to those officers. I said, don't leave her. They were like, you want to go home or you want to hug on people you just met in here? I said, I know, but they really bonded, y'all. They did, and they're just saying bye-bye. She said, well, she going to say bye-bye a good 10, 15 minutes later now. She sure did. They were mad because she was seeing people y'all could have waited there that extra little minute.
These people actually connected.
They did.
Things happen for a reason. God makes everything happen for a reason. And who's to say God wasn't working in that instant? You know what I'm saying? So who are they to sit there and be so dirty in a moment when people are connected? You don't get this type of stuff in society.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? For people to come around each other and actually connect and congregate and encourage and uplift each other.
In a situation like this.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And that goes to show you that even being in those kind of institutions and things like that, their purpose for you in there is not to do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We prefer for you to do things where you get a ticket. Extend your time.
Yeah, extend your time.
Because y'all showing the love in here. Okay, so since you want to show love, you left from going home.
Yeah, it's really something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really something how they come in there and they just treat you like animals. They don't care. It's like that. It's like they kind of look forward to coming to work so they can let out all their anger
that's
on
it.
the inmates.
That is it. That
you know
is
what
it.
I'm saying?
That
they
is
come
it.
in there and they let everything out on the inmates.
Yeah.
And it's saddening.
It's horrible. It is. Yeah. And like I was telling, I forgot who I was talking to. My business partner. Her name is Latoya. I was telling Latoya, like when I'm out here in the world, like I can be, what up? Yeah, I can kick it with my people. Right. But then when it's time for me to complain, I need something done, something that has upset me, and I need this escalated and dealt with. I need to become the Keisha that put that professional hat on. And who can I speak to in reference to this matter? Because I need this resolved.
Yes.
Girl, I told her I put on that professional tone in there with them officers. They was looking at me like, get on.
Right, they ain't give a damn.
I thought that was gonna work. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And it's like the more polite you are, the more shitty they treat you, even though you're trying to be nice.
And they're like, I'm in there. Excuse me, can I speak to you for once?
Yeah.
What? I didn't expect you to say what? Like I'm bothering you, but
just what?
Is there? You know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's. I really want us, especially as women, we got to think.
Yeah.
We do. We got to take our time. Now, your situation was different.
Yeah. I was going to break off into it. Yeah. It's
that it was different.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get to yours in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
But mine was, I should have thought to. You know, I'm sorry that I didn't have that moment to think, but for a person to feel like they can just take advantage of you and throw it in your face, like just kicking you while you down. And you fell for it.
Yeah, like what? Like, hold on, wait 1 second. You know, that's hard.
That triggered you, didn't it? When you said that, it just triggered you. When you said that to yourself, I already know Keisha's situation and what she just went through.
Yeah.
And somebody told her, and you fell for it. And I just seen the look on her face when she said it, and it's like a shockwave just went through her.
I ever want to hear those words again in my life coming from someone else. And you fell for it.
Like,
woo! And I'm already coming out of financial situation. I didn't even have the money for this situation.
Right.
But due to the fact, the big issue is how I make my money. This is how I take care of my mom. This is how I get my mom to her point. This is
right. Yeah, he tried it on that one, and he received.
Just you saying that triggered you. I see.
Oh, bake. Oh, okay.
I seen her go back for a second.
And then the thing about it, not to say anything about it, I don't want to make this about a race thing because y'all know I love my people and I will go for my people. You weren't even of my descent, and that really made me look at things like, so do you see?
This is what you're doing.
Like,
he knew what he was doing before he did it.
That's it. And you failed for it.
And now he has the ball and the gall to say and hold it up in your face, like I fucked you. See right here. This is where I did that.
Yeah, that's it. And I promise you, Mark, I said that. I said to the young man, and I'm not going to go until detail so much because this is a legal matter now, you know. But I said to him, I said, you know what, your energy is very different now from when I first came in here and you quoted me the $4,000 price. Now I feel like you're in here you got me in here today and we with no Vaseline. He said, and you fell for it.
Yeah, that's a explosion moment right there.
And then I promise you, I said myself, and then again though, the universe showing me what level of growth I'm at now, like because there have been a lot of me and Mark were having this conversation before you came in about situations that I've been in previously where the old Keisha would be second nature to the place we were in.
Right.
I'd have been talking to the CEOs like, hey, back again. You know, how y'all doing?
Seriously, you hear me?
I mean, you know, but that growth level. Like there have been several situations, and then the situations were money, not big money, but still you played me on my money, you know. So that I didn't grow from that. That no longer gets me to this level. I think what played such a part in my reaction to my situation, for one, was I wasn't really able to have that financial situation. For two, someone outside of my people it's who I did the business with, which is really what I have an issue with.
Right.
And then you admit to the fact that
we seen you as if to say on top of that, and there's nothing that you're gonna do. What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do about that's it?
And he felt cocky because he had the green light situation.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're green light. I'm pressing charges.
Yeah, he felt so
we're
cocky.
Green light, and they'll be here in any minute now. You know, I just went outside and I waited for him. You know, it was no sense in running. There's these people I've done business with them. They have my address. They have my phone. It is what it is. And then at the end of the day, I didn't feel wrong at the time. I had to, unfortunately, you caught this wrath. Like I said, the levels of growth that I did show myself, like other situations that I handled so much better than unfortunately, maybe you caught all the wrath of that.
Yes.
You know, but it was from what you did to me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So again, not saying even in that instance, I do still wish I would have thought. I would have just gave myself.
But it's crazy how we're always in a position where we have to basically. That's the word I'm looking for. Like
maintain ourselves, control ourselves.
In situations like with the garbage can, right? With the garbage can, like, oh girl,
and we all were in a situation where it was, if I had not had of, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if I should have just
being wrong, but maybe I should have just letting myself be wrong.
Yeah, and that's how every situation, every person was in there. We all were in that situation where we all been wrong and we reacted and we, you know what I'm saying, paid the price for that reaction instead of just letting the person just wrong us. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's almost like people
and it's really
bait
something.
you into that. So
they
push
bait
that
you.
button,
Yeah, push that button just
and
to push
then
you.
when your reaction
come
comes out, it's
now
you being charged with the
your fault.
reaction.
That's
as
it.
opposed to being them being charged with pushing the button.
So,
and that's really something.
I'm more so blamed for my reaction of what you caused.
Right.
You see, when I couldn't be human.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because again, they're different levels. That's just like telling a man, "Shut up, punk, you crying." You see, I can't express an emotion that is given to me and to be used in this time. You see what I'm saying? The defense of certain things have to, and I'm 4'9". Come on now. I'm 4'9", 148. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, my little bitty self in there. And then the officer even said himself, he said, when we saw the video, you know, and he said, I looked at him. I said, man, you mean to tell me you got a little lady that size and that professional out there, and she just came in here and clowned you for nothing? You know, this is what you're telling us. Like, she didn't agree with the price. Okay, okay. But
you just wanted to bring the animal out, huh?
I just said, Exactly. But the thing about that is, and then another thing too, before we get to yours, is a lot of the young ladies who were in there for incidents that they were, and it was about a man.
Yeah, about a man.
Oh,
that
my
one too.
gosh.
Yep, that one too. Yep.
Oh my.
Yep.
Gosh.
Some of them don't want to let the man go because he with another woman. You know, some of them the man don't want to let them go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you're reacting
to something that just
about a man. And then the thing about it, if you really paid attention to some of the phone calls that were made after the fact, some of the men were still having conversations and discussions with the other person involved in the situation.
With the person actually in a relationship with them. Yeah. And they just, now you're locked up and they're begging you to tell this person to stop pressing charges on.
Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
Yeah,
don't press charges on me.
That's really something.
And again, us as women being incarcerated are not treated. If they do treat the men different, maybe the only difference I can see between men and women is that they're. What do y'all rough the men up something more something because
other than
the way y'all treated us,
they already at the limit to me. Sure, can't get no worse. If it's worse, then I don't know what that is. Like, that's horrible.
That is it.
You know, like if it's any worse than that, like you really have to
think before you make. And again, like I said, I can't take it back now.
Yeah,
it's done.
yeah.
It's
I mean, I feel like God, he kind of put us there for a reason. I actually went through a testimony while I was in there after you left. I went through a situation with a female about 6 years ago. I befriended her and I treated her very nicely.
What you told us about.
I did her so good, you know what I'm saying? And she actually was like using a guy, like they were like trying to get me financially. You know what I'm saying? And I wound up finding out about it. And I wanted to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hurt her, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go about my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let God deal with this. But I always say, if I ever see her again, I'm going to tear her up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tear her ass. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in that jail cell.
Yeah.
After you left.
Yeah.
And I say, hold on. Yeah, I'm in here being tested. I understood the reason why I was there.
How about
when
that?
It happened.
How about that?
I say, wow, how likely would it be? Because I've never been locked up before.
Yeah.
How likely was it for us to both wind up in this cell together at this same weekend? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we both wind up in this cell together?
She came
in the cell and got arrested for some violence that happened with her daughter. And the police arrested her and brought her in.
And both of y'all
in sitting there. And I knew who she was. And when she came in, I knew exactly what she knew exactly who I was, but she tried to play it off. You know what I'm saying? Because she was scared. She came in scared because she knew what she had done. Right. And we in here. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, oh shit, like she's about to tear me apart up in here. You know what I'm saying? And she looking at all the other women and she see everybody talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And so she's like, oh shit, like I done ran into my karma. Yeah, you run into your karma, but honey, I ran into God.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And I had a choice. I had a choice to either give myself more time and I ain't getting up out this boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or really show her how much I have grown as a woman.
Yeah.
And how much peace I have and how much forgiveness I have in my heart.
Now.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a definite test for you.
Wasn't it though?
Yes.
Wasn't it?
That was
she
a fork
could
in the
not
road
get in
for you right
contact
there.
with people. And you know what I did? I used my phone call. And I said, I told my daughter, Essence, answered the phone. And I gave her the name. She's like, because they know my daughter. They knew what happened. They remember what happened. You know, and my daughter's like, Mommy, you sure? Like, you want? I said, yeah, she needs to make some phone calls so she can get in contact with her people.
How about
We're going to
that?
let her get in contact with her people so she can get money on this phone and be able to talk to her people. And afterwards, she was like, oh, what's your daughter's Cash App? This is, I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it from my heart.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, I said, my heart. And the other ladies was laughing, but I kept saying, my heart.
Yeah.
Because I knew she understood what I said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one else in there, but I knew she understood what I said. And I caught her in a moment. She looked up at me. And then she just put her head down. And she just shook her head. Like, you know what I'm saying? As if like, dang, I really messed up with a very good person.
Yeah.
I really tried to destroy this woman. Look what she is doing to me.
And you know what? I wonder what that message was for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was the spiritual aspect as far as whatever she believes or whatever she does.
Yeah.
Why was she placed in that situation in that instant, you know? Or maybe it was, like you said, when you deal with people, when we were talking, you were like people who be like, I robbed him. I did this and I got down and but look what you did to someone to that degree, ended up in this situation, and look who the person was who helped you.
Yep.
That was her karma, right? And her real true karma, not the one that she thought was coming in her head, right?
Yep, you're right.
And that's what she was thinking about. Like, damn, she could have really whooped my ass in here, and she had a platform to whoop my ass, a reason, the space, the opportunity, the air, all of that.
Yeah,
but she did the opposite, the exact polar opposite of that. And helped me. That's what she was looking at. What she was like, she helped me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I tried to I feel so she was feeling like shit in that moment.
Yeah. She had to be. You had to be.
You did what you did to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? In the moment where you had the opportunity to.
That's it.
And look what she did for you in the moment that she had an opportunity for you, number one. Number two, on top of that, knowing what you did to her.
That's it. Yeah. And you know, we both know.
And had all of the opportunity to do everything to the opposite of that.
Yeah.
This is the complete platform for that.
I said,
but that was karma for both of y'all, right? Because again, right, when we talk about being in this institution that does not encourage any rehabilitation.
It does not. It does not.
Okay, and then we see how easy it is to get, when you're in the system, you can get caught up in the system. you slip up in the system,
Yeah,
right? You keep
yeah,
slipping
yeah.
back and slipping.
Yeah,
That was your ice block, right?
Yeah,
For you to slip back in.
Yeah, to slip back
like
in.
you said, to keep you in some time longer, right? So that would have been your karma for that immediate reaction when you could have did what you did, and now you turn that into karma that's going to come back to you in the future.
That's it.
On a whole nother
And
level,
then
tenfold.
because there's also there's good karma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Karma,
Based on, and you know what, we're gonna get back, and I don't want to stray too far from it, but I do believe, like in this time, even in this situation of being incarcerated, I think that the universe is really dealing with me about growth. You know, going to more levels now of growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have seen that being the same situation for me, someone coming in that had previously did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they were in this situation or what have you. But it just seems like everything that I'm going through now currently in my life, not even from the aspect of the financial situation or whatever, I think that it's I'm really dealing with a message of growth.
Yeah,
and
it's a reason more so behind what you're going through than you just going through it.
Yeah, you know, revelation.
It's a message. It's like growing pains, if you will. I never understood the title of that show until I got over, like growing pains. But it's like, you know, when you get your teeth, it's necessary pain that you have to go through sometimes to grow, to get
to develop those,
to get the tools that you need to handle what you're about to go through.
That is it.
You know what I'm saying?
That is it.
Very
yeah,
true.
and you know,
sometimes it's a mental condition, sometimes it's a physical condition, sometimes it's a spiritual condition that you're going through.
Yeah,
and you feel this. It's like when you're working out, it's a pain that you feel when you're working out,
because you're trying to get to
But
another level, and you have to go through this route to get there.
And there's another quote, you know, as you probably heard, pain is weakness leaving the body, right? So, you know, when you're going through something, you just gotta adapt to that, and you become stronger on top of that pain and what you're doing to develop.
And I do. And then again, people you affiliate with, you know, and all of those type of things, because again, in the whole full situation, certain people that you affiliate with can put you into a situation where now you're incarcerated, and now you're dealing with this institution that does not treat you like human. And then the thing about it is the statement, innocent until proven guilty. No, it's the opposite. You're guilty until proven innocent. Because there's no way you treat women.
I mean, here's the thing, right? That's a complete asinine statement. When if it was truly innocent until proven guilty, then you could be at home
the whole time.
You know what I'm saying? Until you're proven guilty.
That's it. And that's what I'm saying, because you don't incarcerate an innocent person, seeing if they're guilty, especially when it's certain situations where they're not going to flee from this.
Yes, right.
No way I'm going to flee because I owe these tickets.
And disrupt my life and disrupt my ability to create livelihood for myself.
Because you consider me innocent.
And so that goes back into the slippery slope where we said, you know, it's more encouraging for you to stay in that system. That's when you get innocent, or even when you're outside of it. It's set up for you to get in the system and slide down that hole as deep as they can pull you.
And then the thing about it, you have, and I do believe this, COs who are in there who actually, your whole point, and I wouldn't be surprised if they've been instructed to do so. Anger them. Get them to come on now. And that's another reason. It's not about rehabilitation.
It's about the dollar.
The prisoner is a product in the prison system. I mean, keep this product here.
Keep this money coming. Because they're getting paid for them. You know what I'm saying? They want that dollar. It's all about the dollar at the end of the day.
And then the thing about it, because just imagine if women did go to prison and behave the way we did. Well, we were the rehabilitation we needed for each other. Do you
understand?
Were we or were we not?
We really were.
The conversations we were holding, the enlightenment we were holding, you know, and being able to share and open. Like I told my daughters, everyone was saying, like, how did you handle jail? I said, I handled that well, baby. I turned into Auntie Kiki. Did I? I promise you. My nickname, they started calling me Auntie Kiki.
Yeah, we really did. Auntie. Yeah, seriously. Like, we really bonded. Like, we're family.
and everything that they were, the jokes and I was putting people in the corner. Go get in the corner.
Yeah.
Just for go stand in that corner.
But see,
for saying that.
Some people carry that energy and that aura about themselves where they just demand respect. And they demand your attention. They demand, you know, they have a powerful presence. You know
That's it. That is it.
And then a testament to that is no matter what arena you put them in.
That's it.
That's very
that
true.
Is it.
I don't care if you put Keisha in a church on a podcast, in a jail cell, at an event. She's going to be that same
That's
strong, and she's going to give you the same message.
That is
about
it.
Yep,
who
that's
every
she
time.
is, right? And apply it to whatever situation.
That
that's
I'm
the reason
in.
and that's what's going to gravitate people to a person like that. And is able to control the room and control the energy.
Because I promise
because you demand that.
That's
presence.
it. And everybody kept saying, wait a minute. What you in here for?
Like
You know what I'm
she's
saying?
like, no, you one of the guards undercover trying to
You trying to get some,
you a counselor.
You in here sneaking. You trying to hear if we did. You gonna go back and tell the CEOs.
Right.
I mean, you know, it was,
you did look out of place. You did. When I walked in there, I said, well, what is she doing here? Because hold on now, she looks
Y'all
so
watch
sweet
that show
and just so
back in the day. Who was it? Not Maya Angelou. Angela Reese. Touched by Angel.
Touched by Angel, yes,
That's her ass walking in the cell and shit. That's
Came in, just the wings just came right on out.
yes,
Yes,
because she was one of them too.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, you the sweetest little. What is you doing?
like, you do not belong here.
That's it.
Yeah. So, like, segue to my situation. I'm not gonna go too depth because we're still, in court for everything. But basically, I'm my daughter. She's famous. My oldest daughter. She's a famous TikToker. She does makeup. She's 15. She's in the 9th grade. She's beautiful, excellent child. Just
And
love
her TikTok name?
Yes. She's officially Essie. yes, officially Essie. And for the past few years, we've been going through a lot of bullying situations, different bullying situations.
In
One
reference
goes
to
over
her being famous.
Yes. And at this predicament, we had just had like a big incident at school with bullying and everything like that. I usually don't take my daughters to school. I take them to the bus stop. But 2 months ago, I had a incident where I caught some young guys trying to steal my car. And with me catching them, they shot at me and almost killed me and my youngest child. I shot back at them and I wound up killing one of the 19-year-old boys.
He was in the back of her car.
He was in the car he was in the car while it happened. I hit him. I didn't know. With that being said, police took my car and everything. I got another car. Me and my daughters, we're still kind of suffering from PTSD. At night, we can't sleep sometimes. It happened at 1:44 in the morning. Sometimes we'll wake up at midnight on the dot and can't sleep the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying? And we just had one of those nights. So we woke up at 7:15. Their bus comes at 7 o'clock, and I got up to the school and just sitting, waiting, letting my youngest and my oldest out. My middle daughter, she stayed with me. And I pull off get ready to pull out the school, and mind you, I am a licensed carrier. So I did carry my 40 with me all the time. I'm always on my hip. You're in a correct way for my license. I pull off, and next thing I know, I'm waiting at the end of the driveway so I could pull off onto the street, and a black car with tinted windows, like to the point you can't see nothing, pulls up on the side of me. And I just like, okay, what's going on? So I just go ahead and start turning. As I'm turning, they start turning with me. But as they're turning, they're pushing me off the road onto the sidewalk. You get what I'm saying? So now I just smash on my brakes. Like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? You about to hit me. Smash on my brakes. I let the person go. I still have no idea who this is, you know what I'm saying? So they turn and they make their right. And I'm getting ready to come. We're about good distance. This is a car. This is me. We're good distance away from each other. They already made their right. So now I'm coming and I make my right. They go into the right lane. I go into the left lane. And as I'm going, they're slowing down to catch up with me. You know what I'm saying? So, we can as we getting like this, I see the window roll down. Now, we just had bullying situation with them threatening my daughter with guns, threatening to shoot my daughter, all types of stuff. So that's the reason why I do carry, so just in case, you know what I'm saying? And then she's in high school, and you know how these high school this is life or death in high school. These people are not, they are really ignorant.
What it used to be for
yes,
us.
It's just not what it used to be. And she let the window down. Now see, it's a woman, but I don't know what her intentions was. So I grabbed my weapon. And I kept my window up the whole time though, and I just kind of flashed it. You know what I'm saying? Waved it out, I got a gun. You better go because you see, And I put it back up under the seat. This person now proceeds to slow down so they can get behind me, and she's getting ready to ram me. And I just speed up. So now this person is chasing me. Okay, this person is chasing me. So I take her. I'm thinking in my head, where can I take?
I was just going to say, please tell them where you went.
Where can I do? So I said, I get my car washed right down the street every day all day. They know my face. They know my car. They know me. You know what I'm saying? And I know they got surveillance, and I know the surveillance is to the gas station right across the street. So I took her all up in the gas station. She chasing me all through the gas station, trying to make me hit cars and stuff. She made me go out into traffic. I go into traffic. I almost got hit by 2 different cars. And so from there, I had her chase me to the police station. Mind you, I'm on the phone with 911 the whole time. I take her to the police station. I make her chase me to the police station. You hear me? I go in there. She goes in there, but she's white. Okay? I got plenty of melanin in my skin. I'm telling them, you know, what's going on. They not trying to hear nothing. She just told me, oh, she has a gun. She has a gun. She has a gun. I say, but I'm licensed to carry. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do have a gun. Never denied it. I do have my weapon with me. I always have it with me. Everybody knows that about me. You know, anybody that knows Toya knows I carry my weapon on me because I opened up my shop by myself. I closed my shop by myself. My oldest daughter is famous. I have to protect myself, especially from after what happened with them stealing my car. That's what really put me on edge. Right. I've never had nobody shoot at me. I've never had my life almost taken like that. You know, so. Yeah. I'm trying to tell them. They didn't want to hear anything after that. They went out to my car. I'm telling them exactly where the weapon is at, so they ain't got to search for it. Nothing. It's right there, sir. They cuffed me. They cuffed me. Whole time I was in there, they never had a detective come talk to me to hear my side of the story, to see why with this woman with no record, never been arrested before, only a couple of tickets, would do something like this.
That's
you know what
point.
I'm saying?
That's my point.
Why would she do something like this? Why would a person at 36 years of age choose now to go to prison? Come on now.
After showing that your daughter is successful, you have a successful business.
Yes, after showing them.
And then all of the prior situations that happened to you being on record.
Everything's on record. Everything is on record.
And then the woman identified the gun wrong.
She gave them the wrong identity of the gun. So what they did, they made me sit my 72 hours. Remember, I was like, oh, I'm straight. You know, they ain't coming to get me. They ain't saying nothing. Remember, I was kept saying like, oh, I'm good. They ain't, because I know I ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they waited till my 74 hour, okay? And came and got me for court without talking to a detective, without talking to my lawyers, without anything, okay? They have me on charges that puts you in prison for 10 years. I'm facing 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But
over this situation,
after I had my white friend come up to the police station after they arrested me, and she bought all my paperwork for my license, she got my car for me, and she got my daughter and everything, and she telling them like, you know, like, she don't do this type of stuff. So what is going on? Because this not her character. She's a business owner. I'm in school right now for my bachelor's of business. I have a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? So my question for them was, a detective, why wouldn't you come talk to me? Why wouldn't you come hear my side of the story? Because anybody in their right mind would hear this and be like, okay, but still, you're telling me this woman did all of this because I just got my discovery pack. And so I finally found out all the lies. And it's lies from beginning to end. So where I have it, it's like I don't worry. I was worried in the beginning because of how the law, and I don't know all the law, so I thought they were gonna, you know. But everything that she has put down is totally opposite with what's gonna show on the cameras. My lawyers just got all the footage from the school. They got footage from the gas station, and they just got footage from the car wash, and talked to all the guys at the car wash, gave statements. Yeah.
So in that instance, I wonder if there could be some kind of counter charges pressed.
That's what I want to do, because after all is said and done, I know I'm going to be cleared, period. I know I'm not going to serve a day. I know I'm not going to get probation. I know all these charges are going to be dropped. Now, what can I do? What am I to do to her? How can she be disciplined for doing something like this to somebody, to sit here and cause this type of catastrophe, which could make me lose my livelihood?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Sad to say, she
and
probably
you know
won't.
what I want to focus on too? Pay attention to how, in your situation, again, you led her to the police station from being chased by her. Now, this is what I'm saying, how when it comes to being incarcerated.
Let's say call a spade a spade.
Yep.
I mean, was it a DPD? A precinct that you went to, or were you in the suburbs?
No, I was in the DPT, but it was more white predominant in there. I only had one black cop.
Now the school is in Southwest Detroit.
Yeah.
The Southwest, where you got your whites and your Mexicans, you know that. Yeah. Mixing and that. But this is the thing. What I'm saying about that is, even with it being caught on tape, even with you having her
And
follow you,
and my daughter was recording the whole time.
follow you to the precinct. Go in, advise, this woman is following me, and this is why I'm here. Yes, I have my gun that I'm licensed to carry. End of the day, the point of incarceration was yours.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
All
And
because
then
I'm the person that was carrying a weapon to protect
myself. And then again, that's Nova's situation.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like she said,
yeah.
the young lady like we said, the young lady who's looking at the 2nd-degree murder charge. What did she kept saying in there? If I knew that following the book was going to get me in here, I would have did something different.
Because that's what I was saying to myself. I say, well, dang, if I knew I was going to be facing 10 years from just protecting myself, I might as well shot the woman.
That's
you
it.
know what I'm saying? I might as well just fully defended myself and deaded the whole situation.
That is it.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
And
it.
for me to land in cuffs and sit and go through everything that I've been going through just protecting myself, that's crazy. Like, these laws are really bent to put us in there.
Yeah, and look, a young lady named Latoya just said they believed her before you just because she was white.
Yeah.
And another young lady named Tammy Butler responds to Latoya and says 100.
Yep.
Because that act, and you know how that was viewed. You black woman, what you been, what this white woman? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, and then I'm not, okay, I have to be really careful with how I'm saying this because like when it comes up to like for the lack of a better word, the knuckle up theory. 9 times out of 10, if we gonna knuckle up with one on, we probably gonna handle that. You see what I'm saying? And so that's looked at in an instance of what she do to you.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way that and she chased you. I mean, you see what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, yes, this is exactly what happened.
Yep.
I brought her here even for the purpose of more of a defense for myself, never intending to be incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, once you go into that
That's a
system,
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
it really is. It really is. And
Because
once,
I mean, you weren't chasing her to the fucking police.
that's it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Had you been, it's like if you've been chasing her to the police station, you go to jail.
Yeah, that's it.
If she chased you to the police, you go to jail. So
Yeah, it
what
was like
in
I
the
was
fuck-
damned if
so
I
you
didn't.
might-
It was
Now,
just like
and then
whatever.
the thing about that too is that just goes to show and prove to you, though, I'm bringing this woman. Just the one matter if she did have a gun and she's shooting at me.
When I say in my head in that car during the whole situation, I just knew I was doing everything right. You hear me? I just knew this in my heart, my soul. I said I was
handle
driving.
this
I was
the
on
right
the phone
way.
with the police. I'm like, yeah. I even told the lady on the phone, the 911 lady. I even told her being cocky. I said, yeah, I got her coming. She following me. She don't know she going to the police station, but that's where we going.
Yeah.
And not knowing they gonna take my ass.
You finna go to jail.
Do you understand me? And that's just how cocky I was about it, just knowing that I was doing right.
That's it.
I'm doing
That is
right.
it.
I'm not doing anything
That is it.
wrong.
That is it.
And
That is
even in that instance, even in that feeling,
He
like
was just
when he slapped
But
those
that just
cuffs
let you
on
know,
me.
that just lets you know, right, the entitlement that they have. Like the fact that she had the gall, knowing that she was in the wrong, right, to follow you to the fucking police.
That's it.
And they even said, like, why did you follow her? Why did you follow her? She say, I was trying to get her license plate. So the one black guy, the one only black guy that was in there, was about to say, like, well, if you got a license plate, why would you follow her? But then the one guy, white man, stepped in and, you know, he was just like, no. And then the one lady, I even was like, trying to like figure out what was going on because I was still in shock. I had no idea who this lady was, why this just happened. You know what I'm saying? Why are we here now?
But
like,
you got damage on the side of your car now from
yes,
when she hit
yeah,
you.
well, yeah,
and
I
that's
can
the
think
thing
about it.
so-
All
I
of
mean,
it.
in
All of
CPL
it.
class, I can recall them saying that you can actually defend yourself, you know, from a vehicular assault as well.
Do you understand me?
Right?
Do
So
you
I mean,
understand
had
me?
I got out of my car after you hit me,
Like, they have a charge, like my lawyers
about
are
that?
furious about.
I ain't even gonna finish the
How,
sentence.
yeah, because I know where you're
Seriously.
going with that.
Seriously, dog.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You'd have never
It's
exited.
serious,
You
yes.
would have never exited. Wasn't no 72 hour for you. We just like the young lady. Oh, Mark, and not to sidebar, but a young lady was. How old was that baby? She had to be about 20.
Yeah, she was 20. Yeah, she was 20.
Was involved in. they were swipers.
Yeah, they were swipers.
And it seemed like her parents were involved
Into it.
and her brothers.
Yeah,
and,
breeding swipers.
yeah, pretty
they were
much.
breeding swipers.
But she got a hold. They got a hold to a white woman's information in Monroe.
Yep, Monroe. Yep, white lady.
She kept, and everybody in there like, Monroe ain't coming. What? Because
Uh-huh.
I kept saying, yes,
And
they
tell
are.
her, that's me and you. Yeah,
They are
They're
coming.
They're coming
They,
for this.
and depending
They're
on
coming
how
for
much
this,
young lady actually got that woman
She-
for.
And she ain't even get it. Remember, she ain't even get it.
Yeah,
Just
she was
attempted.
like-
and she called the lady,
She
trying
called
to tell
her.
her, like, trying to like get her
She was
not
like,
to call the
remember,
police
she was
and
like,
stuff.
you want your money back?
Like,
She was like, I mean, what you
like
want
what
me to
you
try
all,
to
but
give
you
some money
disputed it.
back?
You got your money
She was
back.
like, you
so
disputed it and got your money back. And then the thing about it, we trying to tell this baby, this ain't how that work.
no, what
this
did she
ain't
do?
how that work.
This what she did, honey. Be fresh as hell when the feds watching.
I swear she did.
Didn't she? Didn't she?
Because she had on.
Didn't she?
Mark.
She had that the expensive shit they be wearing. These kids be wearing. I don't know the name
When
exactly.
I tell
'cause
you
don't-
that baby was in that
Fresh to
jail
death.
cell in a good $2,000.
do you understand me?
In a good $2,000.
At least.
And then
At
the thing
least.
about it, she was coming from a funeral,
Of
a
friend.
repast.
Yep, a repast. Repast
She
of
was
a
like,
friend.
I wouldn't even be fresh to death like this had I not been coming from a repast. And then the thing about it, they pulled her over to give her a ticket. Realized when they let her go who they had.
And they called her.
And said, we need to do something. They tricked her.
Something about the ticket. Like
Something about the
with
ticket. We need to do something on the ticket.
And they pulled up on her.
Pulled
ass.
up on her and arrested her. Brought her down
Dumb.
to us, Mark.
Dumb.
Yeah, I promise you. That's what we
dumb.
were saying.
Yeah.
And then, remember, she kind of snapped on me a little
Yeah,
bit.
she
Remember,
tried.
was
She
like-
tried it. She
She was
tried.
like, I don't be negative. I said, baby, I'm not being negative. I'm
We
just
being
trying to
real.
get you to see the
We keeping this
reality of
shit
what may
real with you,
possibly
baby,
happen.
Because you done fucked up for real. You done messed up for real.
And then when they got her, remember, I kept saying, I feel so sorry for that baby. I really do. Because Monroe came and got her. They came and got her. And you finna be out there fresh as hell if the feds watching with all these white people. Girl, and everything that you got
they taking
on.
that shit off you.
don't.
They
No,
putting
this is Mark. I was finna say that. And where you had it out at, they looking at you and what you got on in the hood. They may look at you like, damn, look at what she got.
Yeah,
oh,
but
she
in there,
tripping.
them white girls,
They looking at you like, you
just gonna tear
idiot,
her
in
apart.
here with all of this
Yeah,
bull crap
dummy,
on.
yeah,
Do you even own your own home?
Tear her up.
You know how they
Yeah, yep. That's how they
You
think.
know,
like,
that-
yeah,
you're not-
just
that's
out
not
of
a
place.
flex in
Yeah, that's
here.
not a flex
That's
in
not
there.
a flex
but
in
that's
here.
real stupidity for
Yeah,
them.
and then see the thing about it, you go out into Monroe, they saying take that off.
Yeah, yep. You're right about
Now
that.
you in
Take
here
everything
braided
off.
down and you get
Tuh.
mama.
Sure.
And then the thing about it, that baby was deeply melanated.
Deeply.
Just as
and was
black
on the
as
phone
she
with her
can be.
mama, and the mama, you thinking she talking to somebody
Remember-
else?
remember
she
I
talking
said
to
that?
she talking to her mama. This is the mama talking to her daughter
Wait,
like
Mark,
this.
this
Like
was the
she telling her she need
conversation.
weed and
she
shit.
was like, I need an eighth. Now I promise you, now this is the young lady. She was like,
Wait,
I
wait,
need
wait,
a-
wait, 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 wait.
yes, that's what we
She's
did.
talking to her daughter in jail,
Yeah.
telling her daughter
She
that
knows. She
No,
don't
no,
know. The
the
daughter
daughter's
called
talking to
her
her.
mama in
Yeah.
jail. You know how you get the phone call. She in a phone booth. She's on the phone in jail.
Telling her
called
mom that she need
and
an
this
eighth.
baby 20 years old. I promise. She
years
was
old.
like, I need an eighth. She was like, where that potato? Remember? She was like, I had that potato.
She
You
was
eat
like,
my
I banged that
She was
potato.
like, I banged
I banged that potato.
She was
but,
like, I'm sitting in
you
here. She
know,
was like, man, I
but
no.
you had a rest.
Remember, she was like a quarter pound.
yeah, quarter pound.
She was like, I need a quarter pound or an eighth.
I need an eighth.
She was like,
I
and I
got
promise
smoke.
you, Mark, on all I
And
live
we
on.
all just sitting there looking at her
And
like.
then the thing, but what cracked us up was, I promise you, Mark, on all I live on, I said, when she was like, you hear me, Ma? I said,
Like, mom, you talking to your mom? Girl, I thought you was talking to your friend.
I thought that was one of
a
your
sister,
friends.
not your mother. Girl, bad.
her
I
mom.
was dead.
It
I
was
was
her
floored.
mom.
It was her
but
mother.
the point of that is that young lady is definitely going to be a young lady. If this incident don't scare her enough, she gonna be
And it
real
wasn't.
familiar
It wasn't,
with
'cause
the
she-
incarceration.
yep, she
did.
she gonna be
She
in
said if
there
I
for
had my
real.
cell phone out, she put like
She
had a-
will be in the
after
feds
that,
soon.
She was
She
like,
gonna
I'd
be
have been
fresh.
like, I'm gonna be fresh as hell if the feds watching.
She put her
She
feet up
really
in
did.
everything.
And I'm sorry.
She
I
literally
had to-
posed like
She did.
Okay.
She did. I had to sidebar that right quick, y'all, to let y'all know about that young lady who came in
sad.
with that mindset.
Very sad. Very
and
sad.
the institutions will have a ball with
Yes,
her.
yeah. They
They'll
gonna play
have a
ball with her
ball
too. They gonna
with
bounce her
her.
back and forth in there. That's what they gonna do.
Lack of identity. And then to see the thing
Ridiculous.
about it, when you go into those kind of places with that kind of mindset, you are the exact image of what they used to say about us.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Yep.
your treatment is really justified because you was in here fresh as hell. If the feds was watching,
You understand me?
that's your mindset. That's your mentality. That's
so
how you
sad.
operate. You
It was really
belong
sad.
in here.
Yeah.
Versus looking at that young lady who unfortunately was incarcerated versus looking at her like you're young, you're starting off on the wrong track. You just need a little different direction. You don't need to be in here. You see what I'm saying? And like we were saying, for people who have mental illnesses and things like that, they don't belong in there.
Yeah.
They don't belong in there.
No, not
it's
at
just,
all.
It's
That ain't gonna do nothing but make a beast even more beastie.
That's
it.
it.
That's
that is
gonna,
it.
It's gonna really
that
turn
is
them,
it.
you
We
know?
have to be very, very careful about the kind of reactions, immediate reactions that we have. That last minute when it's too late to say, "Damn."
Yeah.
You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When it's
Yeah.
and then for your, like I said, your situation was different though. I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. I'm thinking that I'm handling this the way that I should be handling
Yeah.
it, so I don't end up incarcerated.
And still.
And I'm a sidebar this, like this chain that I have on. I thought they didn't give me back my chain. Now I'm all through the purse. I'm talking about tearing my purse up, baby. This is right here. Oh my goodness.
Because it is beautiful.
I call up there, Toya. I called them. I said, hi, I was released, last Saturday, and there's a necklace missing. How do I go about locating the necklace? So they give me a number. She says, call the DLC, because I called the Detroit Police Department. She says, well, you were in DLC. You have to call DLC. I'll give you the supervisor's number and then just let her know, Even exiting, I'm calling you as a free citizen now. I'm calling you, and don't get me wrong, not necessarily because I wasn't convicted. So I'm calling you as a mutual now, if you will. I said, I'm sorry, I was released from there Saturday after about 2 or 3 o'clock. I get here. I called them on a Monday. I called Sunday, but the young man who answered the phone Sunday said that the department I needed to talk to wasn't there on Sundays. So call back Monday and call this number. Perfect. I call back. I know exactly who I was talking to. Me and this young lady had the exact same last name. She cracked a joke with me when I came out. She was like, how are you a McCallum? I said, my husband was a McCallum. She was like, I'm a McCallum through my ex-husband, but she never changed her name. And she said, you remember how they told Nova that they were up there role playing that incident about the garbage can? She said that they've been teasing me all this time, and they're like, your little cousin in there? Like you got a little cousin in here, like because both of our last name was McCallum. She said, your little y'all got little cousins. Him now, mind you, me and this lady talk and laugh, and I said, well, if that's the case, if that's how they see it, what up, cuz? We laugh and joke and whole nine. Now, come to find out, this is the supervisor. This is the woman I had to call about the chain. Now, I told you my name is Lakeisha McCallum. I was released Saturday. You know exactly who I was. Yeah. Toya, when I tell you, she was talking to me like, she said, well, how do we know you didn't get the chain? You called back after you left. Why didn't you check it when you were here? I said, well, actually, that's why I'm calling you guys back to see why that procedure wasn't followed. If they were supposed to go through each item that was listed on my property individually, don't get me wrong, maybe I should have checked. But what is the protocol that you guys play when your end wasn't held up? You see what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. It ain't I didn't cash the chain out. This is a spiritual thing for me. This ain't no 5,000, 6,000.
And she didn't know that, right? That's probably why that was her response.
That's
she
my
thinking
thing.
That it was like, okay, it
That's
was
my
worth
thing.
something.
Yeah.
And now you
and
trying
this
to blame
what you
it
thinking
on
I'm
us.
trying to say. And this is the thing. Again, her mentality towards me from being a woman who was incarcerated.
Yeah.
Your mentality hasn't even changed, and I'm no longer in there.
You
And I
still
actually
treat me
had
the
to
same
interrupt the conversation. I said, I'm sorry, love. We're not going to do this. You know what I'm saying?
real.
We're on the same
For
grounds
real.
now. Remember that time when I was in there and I said, this 72-hour holder, however long the majority of us was in there, I can actually get released, go over to this gas station across the street. You can leave your job, and we're both on the same platform as being the same amount of citizen getting gas. Remember I said that?
I remember you saying
I'm
that
no
one.
different from you in
no
here.
Different. We the same, honey.
And now that I'm out here, you're really not about to do that. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted to end this on that note. Because, like I said, I called this woman as a citizen. and she still only saw me and handled that call with me as someone who was incarcerated. And the reason I was incarcerated, don't get me wrong, like they said, a felonious assault and a destruction of property. You act like I done came in here from the way that we're having this conversation, credit cards or something that is a scheme.
Physically hurt someone.
Yeah,
It's like that. Some kind of violent crime.
Yeah, and the felonious assault, that was on a man. You see what I'm saying? And he was hit with an object. I didn't knuckle up with this man or, I'm just in there clowning him, but I was still viewed as a woman who was incarcerated, who didn't deserve respect.
Yeah,
and
this is ridiculous.
We're going to end it on that note. Again, we're going to come back again and discuss it again because I want more input from the other young ladies. And then we'll have that full hour from the 2 to 3, and
we will.
My note for the public, and I want to thank everyone who tuned in and watched. I am going to hold this topic again. I am, because I do want to go more in depth with it. But my whole point for everyone, especially women, when it comes to situations that may cause us to react in a way that actually put someone else in control of our lives, that we are no longer seen as a person, we are identified as the crime that describes us, and then if you're convicted, you're identified as a number. We can't allow that. At the end of the day, like the name of my organization and the name of this topic, my podcast, we have to think.
Yes,
we do. Toya, baby, thank you for coming on today. I appreciate it, Mark, every time. You already know it, baby. Thank you for every opportunity. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Making Them Think podcast, where we get the hood thinking. See you guys next Sunday.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.